which are the ports of Vietnam and how are they placed, which are more stronger or weaker?
So every location has the own port for export and import. For example, in north side, the main port is located in Hải Phòng, and in the middle side, Đà Nẵng is the main port, and in south side, Ho Chi Minh City is the main port here. So in Vietnam, we are having 3 main ports.
And so, hi everyone to the Next Wave podcast. So, here in the podcast of Next Wave, I'm Suraj. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've built companies in logistics, trucking, packaging, and now in IT. I'm the host of the podcast, and we are going to bring across different entrepreneurs or different interesting people who have worked in the logistics space across the world to share how you can export or import better. So, today, in today's podcast, we have Mina, all the way from Vietnam. Vietnam has been crazily interestingly growing, and thus we thought that we should bring someone from there who has a perspective and who is from Vietnam to share some interesting insights for you guys to export and import more across the globe and to trade more and to grow your businesses. So Mina, welcome to the Next Wave podcast.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your warm greetings. Hello, everyone, especially viewer and listener for our podcast at the moment. I'm Mina. Come from Vietnam. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for your time and thank you for your trend to give me join your podcast today to share and bring our energy, our knowledge to all viewer and listener. So I'm very happy and my presentations today.
Now, coming to the aspect of your company, so Pentagon Prime has been there for quite some time. So, can you talk about, how many years Pentagon Prime has been, and what is the scope of area that you guys are spread across, just to get for the audience to get a perspective on, how your company is spread and how do you serve?
Yeah. Okay. It's my honor to share with viewers listening today about my company, how my company manage and serve my potential customer, and how my company develop and improve our reputation in markets nowadays. Frankly speaking, Pentagon Prime Vietnam just established last year. Yeah, but we are a good and high year experience in logistics industry. We are based on our global company, including 2 different investors, one Vietnam businessman and one India businessman, and along with Vietnam office, we also have our representative in many different countries like Dubai, Kenya, China as well. And in near future, we are planning to open more offices, especially Spain and Singapore as well. So let me talk deeply into my Vietnam office. Yeah, Vietnam is a new and young and innovative logistics company nowadays. Our professional staff is having a lot of year experience in logistics industry, and we also a new and young staff. So we are full of energy, we are full of power to innovate, to improve, to learn and to train and develop. Our aim is to provide the total logistic service to meet my customer demand and make my customer maximize the profit and add more value in the business. Yeah.
I get it. So what you spoke about is your company is young, but again you spread across Kenya, China, Dubai, Vietnam, and and India. So this is the spread across that you have. And again, in context to Vietnam, what we hear in the news, all that is that a lot of manufacturing is companies are coming up in Vietnam because of the China trade issue with it. So what do you feel, and where are these factories located in Vietnam? So what is the perspective for the audience who are mostly exporters and importers trying to do trade with Vietnam, for them to get a perspective? So what are your thoughts around that?
Okay. Thank you for your good question. Yes. Now today, everyone well now that Vietnam is a developing country where attract a lot of overseas investor, overseas enterprise in Vietnam. So you can see easily that a lot of China, other country invest the manufacture in Vietnam due to the low labor cost, the cheap material, and it's not only cheap material low labor cost, but also a good and convenient location for the trading business. Yeah, so it's also a potential advantage for Vietnam to develop and encourage the trading business and assessing the global economy. Yeah, and the next point is how logistic company in Vietnam can match the specific need um tailor their service to help small and medium enterprise enter and develop the business to and from Vietnam. Okay. Vietnam Logistics Company support a lot of uh, partner of on time and site to respond their complete logistics demand. As you know, every customer is a unique object who works independently and differently. So they have to design the best fit solution to every customer to help them smoothly and fastly operate and expand the business as fast as possible to the service provider, making it easier for the enterprise, for the customer to try in the global economy is their main responsibility, and also a good and strong support. And here are some ways logistics company in Vietnam might be help small and medium enterprise to meet the specific needs and enter into Vietnam market for the try business. Firstly, I want to mention about customized solution like we they can offer flexible shipping solution and along with multimodal transport according to the specific need and the budget constraint SME enterprise. Yeah, and secondly, the cost effective service is very competitive and it also the most important point to help us improve and reduce cost through economies of scale. We can combine the shipment from multiple exporter and importer to reduce cost. Also, we can offer the competitive price and optimal service tailored to the budget constraint of every customer. And thirdly, you can see technology integration is innovative, a potential factor to every customer or have every small and medium enterprise to have a chance to understand the knowledge to shorten the procedure to save cost and save time as well.
Got it, Mina. So you spoke about Vietnam being cost effective. You spoke about the location being better. You spoke
Yeah.
about how technology can enable the whole shipment to be optimized. You also spoke about how the local companies in Vietnam could become an advisor partner to efficiently smoothen things, and that's how Vietnam can help a lot. And Vietnam is again growing. So to the manufacturer or to the exporter importer who's looking at listening at the podcast, if you would want to know which are the ports of Vietnam and how are they placed, right? So if you could talk about the ports of Vietnam and which are the ports which are more stronger or weaker, then we could get a perspective on these are the ports of and where your office is again located as well.
Okay. I will share you some ideas or some basic information about how the block operate in Vietnam. Like India, we also different city, we also different region like north side or middle side or south side. So every location has the own port for export and import. For example, in north side, the main port is located in Hải Phòng, and in the middle side, Đà Nẵng is the main port, and in south side, Ho Chi Minh City or Corner Cát Lái is the main port here. So in Vietnam, we are having three main ports who maximum the volume to and run a lot of business and movement, a lot of shipment transit in Vietnam or move from Vietnam as well. Yeah, like we collect and combine the cargo and move to the nearest port to save time and to save the trucking cost, and it's very easy from the local customer, local manufacturer to manage and operate the shipment. Yeah, for example, if you stay in Bình Dương or if you stay in Cần Thơ, so you should move the shipment from Hồ Chí Minh port. If you stay in Hanoi or Bắc Giang or Bắc Ninh, so you will move the shipment from Hải Phòng. It depends on your location. So you are the only person who make decision. The shipment should be moved from which port. Yeah. So and depend it's up to the port location. So we also have different and separate business like traditional or local product for every reason. For example, in Hải Phòng, in North Side, our local products or our traditional products is like solar panel, firewood, calcium raw material like stone, maple. Yeah. And in Da Nang City, so we are specialized for garment, for furniture, or for traditional architecture. Yeah. And in Ho Chi Minh, we are good at copper tooth, garment, equipment, like machine, and artificial grass, agricultural products like fruit, like fish, like seafood, something like that. So it's it's possible for every customer to choose a nearest port to move.
Awesome. Perfect. Perfect, Mina. So you spoke about three parts of Vietnam, maybe the north part, like where Haipong caters to, which specializes in solar panels and other products. Then you spoke about the middle part, that is Da Nang, is again a very touristy space, and again it specializes in garments and other products. And the south side, which is the biggest port you spoke about, is Ho Chi Minh City, where again your office is from, which specializes in copper tubes, garments, machines, artificial grass, and seafood. So this gives us a perspective on which products and which parts specialized on, and primarily three ways of looking at Vietnam. Now, could you share with us, assuming I'm an exporter importer, my shipment, all documents perfect, it has come to one of these ports. So how much average time does it take for custom clearance? If I want to move it, from the port to to my customer's factory nearby, but how much is the average custom clearance duration that it takes in Vietnam?
It depends on the feature of your shipment, the kind of your shipment, and the product of your shipment. For example, for the first time to do export and import, the custom clearance take a lot of time for inspection, fumigation, making CO, making custom clearance, something like that. Because at first we always do inspection for your product. Yeah. Normally the inspection process take around 3 or 4 days. Yeah. And if your shipment is legal to do export and import, so we will continue and move on the next step called custom clearance. And custom clearance we just take 1 day, and we can finish and release the cargo to the the carrier. And for some product and the specific demand of every customer, we also provide the service to make CO to allow the customer enjoy a favor, favorable tax and duty at destination. Yeah, so the total the step will take around 5 to 7 days for making a clearance for the first shipment.
Got it. So you spoke about the time duration. Initially, the first shipments could be challenging for the examination, but then
Yeah, yeah,
7 days, and then it could be reduced.
yeah. As always.
Yeah, and Mina, so you've been handling shipments for quite a few years. So we just wanted to know, has there been any challenging shipments that you've handled, and what was the journey, most challenging shipment you handled, and what happened, or some story behind that particular shipment that you handled? Any shipment challenges and how you solved those challenges?
Actually, till now, I find it's the most difficult to handling the shipment for personal effect or hazardous or the agricultural product, because you see seafood agricultural products need a short time for the movement, so we make sure a good condition for the empty container. And secondly, we also make sure the temperature for the container to allow this kind of product move smoothly without any with yeah. Also, the price for the special product is also higher, and supply is limited. So you should have a clear picture and clear loading plan. So you should have a good strategy to block the supply, to make a contract with the carrier, to protect your account, to protect your shipment, to ensure a competitive right along with supply confirmation. And secondly, for personal effect, it means you have to a third party to do interest your shipment. Like you are not able to do export, you are not able to do import because you don't have any export or import license or business license. So you have to consign your shipment to another party who is allowed to do export and import. It means the third party will become a representative of your product. So accordingly, the and just fee also be costing. Yeah, and the documentation is compulsory, and we make a lot of documentation as well. And thirdly, handle the dangerous hazardous shipment. Um, due to this products, some limitation for the carrier who is ready to serve and support your shipment. So not all carrier is allowed to handle the hazardous shipment. So we have if you have a good knowledge and strong holding with the carrier, and you understand what carrier can provide a good service for this commodity, so it's very easy for you to contact to approach the carrier to save time. As one, you can offer the optimal solution to the customer, like not only your good knowledge, but also your good strong relationship and connection with the vendor as well. So you can move these vessel shipments smoothly and fastly as much as possible. And regarding the kind of shipment, I see sometimes we also find the difficulty in like changing the quotation, lacking of supply or lacking of equipment, or sometimes the vessel cut down or the vessel delay or the vessel omit. So it's very difficult to manage the customer and to convince the customer and make the customer understand the current situation, because it's prohibitive for the customer to face such situation. it affects on the customer production, the customer business, the customer stock as well. So the customer online want to a best option along with the cheap price. So how to manage the customer, how to make the customer understand and sympathize the hard situation. It also the main responsibility of every service provider. It also our changes as well.
Got it, Mina. So you spoke about the challenging shipments being personal effects, seafood, contain proper container temperature, and also hazardous cargo. And again, you also spoke about having a third party within Vietnam who can help in the export import, right? So I was just curious: does your company also help in sourcing? Like, do they act as the third party, or you could refer to some other people who act as third party for export import, or your company helps with the sourcing as well?
Yeah, actually, we have another partner who is special and good at for the third party for the personal shipment because Pentagon Prime is purely freight forwarding. So we don't have the function to do export and import for the personal shipment for personal business. Yeah, but because we are a service provider, so we only give the customer the high logistical service like from beginning to end to end solution, door to door service. So any needs from the customer, so we only provide a perfect and end to end solution.
Perfect. And Mina, just to end the podcast, what is the future you see of the trade? From Vietnam, what do you see? What are the trends that you're getting in the market? What is your observation? Next 6 months, 1 year, how is the market going to look like in Vietnam for export and import? What do you feel?
Like for the okay, firstly I will share with you about the management of logistic industry in Vietnam. Nowadays, nowadays, multi freight forwarding try to make a good uh, technology integration. Yeah, and we also intend to develop sustainable business like green logistics chain. Yeah, so we change the strategy step by step to intend the sustainable development and innovative technology. Like for example, AI or ChatGPT is also useful and beneficial for every enterprise to save time, to save cost, to apply you a good strategy, a good business plan, or a good idea how to make the business correctly, how to make the business effective, something like that. And we put a priority on the develop of human resource. Yeah, because we only believe in that our key human resource will be a potential asset and value of every company who directly work with the customer, who directly bring and advertise or do marketing for your company product, for your company service. And the staff also the person who deal with the customer bring a good experience for the customer and discuss and talk and share with the customer daily. So it's very important for us, for the company to train, educate or develop our internal team or our professional staff to serve the customer as good as possible. Yeah, and regarding production, yeah, we try to develop more technology products. We are planning to build more technology young, like technology in industrial young in Da Nang. Yeah, for the manufacturer of spy board, electronic item for the plane, for the mobile. Yeah, And I see in north side, um, except for the traditional product like raw material or plywood or solar panel, the government and the local officer always encourage and generate a good condition for the entry to develop and produce a new product in market. Yes, and in south side, like Ho Chi Minh City is a young and economic city. So Ho Chi Minh attract a lot of young generation to study, to work, and to develop here. So nowadays, more and more new and startup are rising for new products, for new IT products, for new products who is specialized for health. Yeah, for health, for organic food, something like that. So Vietnam is trying to develop in the near future a wider range of products, not only traditional product but also new product regarding the organic food, the healthy food, the technology product.
Perfect, perfect, Mina. So you spoke about skill building for employees or workers. You spoke about technology-enabled logistics, integration, and you also spoke about the green initiative, for example, being sustainable logistics. How you can become better. So it's been amazing to have these perspective, and we started our conversation talking about you and your journey, and then we spoke about Pentagon Prime and how it spread across. We spoke about Vietnam, how it split across three aspects or three parts, which is the north, the middle, and the south, and the ports that covering it, and again how each port or each area has got some expertise on the products that are spread across, and the challenges of the shipments which you face or which you spoke about, and how in the coming years companies should look at empowering their team with technology and sustainability. So Mina, it's been incredible to have you on the podcast, and thank you for sharing your thoughts on Vietnam and how logistics is evolving. It's been great to have you on the podcast, and looking forward to connect and talk to you more soon.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening my sharing. It's just my personal share. So if any mistake or if any like uh, uh, not good, something like that. So all viewer or listener just advise me the comment or give me a good advice to improve or to correct in the new future. So hope my small tip, small sharing about Vietnam market, about Vietnam consumer or Vietnam habit to give you a clear and basic information how to manage, how to develop the business in Vietnam, how to jump into Vietnam economy, and especially logistics. Yeah. Also, I hope that you guys will notice about our company in information, our company service. Yeah, and any requirement or any demand from Vietnam for business, for trading, or for logistics. So feel free to contact me for support. I will try to share as much as possible.
And thank you so much once again, and it's been incredibly awesome to have you. Thank you so much.